G'day everybody, Ed here, and welcome to October 30-Day Challenge Plus. Very exciting month for you this month. We've got a few things coming down the pipe which are very exciting, and I just wanted to let you know all about it. You can see I'm in the Prius, not driving, so it's okay that I've got my hands well and truly off the wheel, but we're sitting still, so just so we can clarify. Safety is very important when you're doing webinars of any kind. So this month we've got so much on, I have to consult my MindMeister iPhone app to talk to you about what we've got coming up this month. Last month's webinar, which was our first, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, I thought it was very, very useful, and we're going to do another one this month. But something that came through loud and clear was that you guys want to see more business process stuff. So it's not just creating the products and the marketing side of things, but literally the day-to-day business stuff. How do we organize ourselves? How do we work with groups? All those sorts of things. And for me, the number one thing, if there's one differentiator, is the ability to use outsourcers. And we've got some really cool things. I've got some great interviews lined up for you, and also some tricks and tips from myself about how to outsource. In fact, if you go back into our archives, you'll notice that there's part 1 of an outsource recording. Part 2 is coming this month. So we've got a lot going on there. So really looking forward to that. What else have we got? This was something I thought would be easy to put together, but actually turns into quite a complex subject, and something that I think is perfect for 30-Day Challenge Plus. I'm going to show you how to use Poster.us in a really advanced way. As you'll recall, on day 15 of this year's 30-Day Challenge, we introduced Poster.us and showed you the basics. It is so much more powerful than what we showed you. And in fact, in sitting down to I thought, oh, why don't I show you what I do with it? Well, you're not going to believe the complexity, and I suppose over time I've built it up. And when I say the complexity of putting it together, if you look at it, you go, ugh. But when you see it, you realise how powerful, particularly with this little baby, you'll see just how clever it is and how much leverage you can actually get. So that's going to be Poster.us, and that is going to be a big deal. Really useful for market leadership, really useful for teams, really useful across the board. So that's going to be fantastic. What else have we got? That's right. A couple of interviews this month, but we've also got a very special guest interview. We want to do a special, more in-depth interview with people and talk to them about their business processes, talk to them about, not just the step-by-step stuff. That's all well and good. But what are their thought processes? When do they work? How do they work? All this sort of thing. We're going to have our first in that series this month. Very excited to bring you that with somebody who's extraordinarily talented, and I've got a really lot of respect for. So watch out for that one as well. Of course, we have our huge question and answer session. It was a mega one last month. Obviously a lot of pent-up demand there. Some build-up, if you will. And we're going to do that again. We're going to do that with the webinars. And again, we'll get you to, when the time comes closer, we will obviously put all that together for you so you can ask your questions and answer them. I think people really enjoyed the format, and we learned a few lessons last month as well, so this month will be even better. Speaking of webinars, if there's one thing, and you've heard me say this a few times, if there's one thing that has been incredibly successful with selling this year, it's webinars. If you want to sell stuff to people, webinars is definitely the #1 stupendo player this year. And I'm not just talking internet marketing, I'm talking across the board. I'm talking selling real stuff to real people. Now, it's interesting that it works in the very jaded internet marketing space, so that's an interesting lesson to learn. But where it really goes off is when you introduce webinars into just normal areas. And we're going to show you how a webinar gets put together, the software we use, some little tricks and tips that we've learned along the way to make the webinar experience a really good one, how to promote it, how to make sure you get sign-ups, all of those sorts of things. We're going to be covering that in this month in 30-Day Challenge Plus. And as we go, oh yes, just a little bit of other news too. This month, for the first time, and people who have been around me for a long time will know the irony of this, is that we're introducing a forum. for you guys, a special private forum for 30 Day Challenge Plus members. The most important thing about this forum, I think, is that we're actually bringing a couple of new team members on board, and part of their role will be monitoring that forum on a daily basis. And I think this is going to be a really cool thing. So these are people who I have personally trained myself and who are very experienced and well known in the 30 Day Challenge community. And I'll make that announcement when the forum gets up. But basically, it'll be a place for you guys to be able to discuss specific 30 Day Challenge Plus stuff, and you'll know that only members can use it. So I'm pretty excited about it. So there we have it. Okay, so that's it for this month. Thank you for being a 30 Day Challenge Plus member. I hope you're enjoying all the changes that we introduced last month to make the 30 Day Challenge Plus material more accessible. Have you checked out the amazing reports that go along with each piece of content? We've got some new and interesting types of content for you this month as well. Also got, I forgot about this, a trend update, which you'll be seeing very shortly. A couple of the things that are in the news that I thought I'd explain to you, so you know what, when you hear about them, you know what they're talking about. I also discuss whether there's something you need to worry about now, or there's something that you can just leave to us to play with for a while, and then implement it in your business, or indeed it could be completely useless. So there you have it. Thank you for being a member of 30 Day Challenge Plus, and I will speak to you very, very soon.